clean, renewable resources which greatly reduce air pollution. Each block of green power costs $4, which is added to your monthly electric bill. So make a difference. Call CEMC and tell them you want to make the switch, the green power switch.
Hey, this is John Epley with Greater Vision, playing the best variety of Southern gospel, bluegrass gospel, and country gospel. You are listening to AM 1100 WSGI, Springfield, Tennessee, God's Informer.
One street over there's a life I could have known, one beyond my wildest dreams. Maybe that road could have carried me to streets of gold. Things aren't always as they seem. Looking back on all the chances that I missed, some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist, I wondered what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today. Except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today. Everywhere I could have ended up just like that broken road, with a dead end in my path. Thank the Lord that I've got more than that. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I won't forget the lessons that I don't deserve.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Oh, voice a little squeaky this morning out there. It's just that time of the year. Hello, this is 1100 WSGI. I'm U-Turn LaVern. And yes, this is one street over. What's going on one street over from where you living? Well, this is somebody I've been meaning to have in for a while. I heard about Mr. Dante Mitchell from my friend Mandy Christensen up in White House. And she's like, you got to get Dante in. He wants to come on and talk about his all-season sports grill.
Yes, ma'am.
And you've survived a couple of years as a business, and that's like, way to go.
Well, we appreciate that.
How many places do you see they go up and for a minute and then they don't, they just kind of falter? But it's like as soon as you sit down, I said, man, God bless you running a restaurant.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a lot.
It is.
What in the world? Okay, so Dante Mitchell, this is a business up in White House that we wanted to feature. And again, it's All Seasons Sports Grill. Thank you for having it right there on your hat. Making it easy
we got to represent all seasons.
I love it. What in the world? What made, number one, How old are you? A young man? Is this something you've always wanted to do? I mean,
I am a young
you're
man.
a very young man.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Because it's like when I told him how old he's like, "How long have you been doing this?" And he kind of looked at me like, "Ooh,
Oh, snap.
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding." So, why a restaurant? Has this been your life's dream?
You know what? I don't think restaurants are anybody's life's dream. It's something that you just fall into.
Oh, I love it.
You know,
I love it.
I came down here in '99 from Cleveland, Ohio. I attended Tennessee State University.
Okay.
And, you know, I just started as a server, server, cook, bartender, manager at different concepts. And I just stayed with it and stuck with it.
And you just kind of went, I can do this.
Absolutely.
Is that kind of the thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I had some great people,
Okay.
some great motivation behind me, some people that really paved the way. So I just modeled myself after them. But the most important part is being myself, and taking the good, the bad, and the ugly and just working it out, moving on.
I got you.
Yes,
just not
ma'am.
taking it personal and just moving on.
Yeah, that's the key.
I love it. I love it. So you came to school here in '99 and you were working in the industry and seeing it and you just kind of fell in love with it. Was any part of, I don't know, the whole Nashville scene is kind of a thing too.
Oh yeah.
So did that kind of get under your skin? You're like, man, I kind of like this. This is fun.
Well, Nashville is very appealing and is very different than Cleveland, Ohio.
I bet.
And getting in the industry back then, it was just a fun place to be, especially as a server.
Yeah.
It's nowhere in the world where I seen where you can make money really quickly and pay for tuition and go out and party and go right back to work the next day. So I stuck with it.
Yeah. So it was a way for you to, that's very interesting because, I look at different ways that, being able to pay your way through the school, and people forget that serving in restaurants, man, the tips and stuff, can really make it. And that was, I know now the tipping has just gotten, what was the average tip back then in '99? So what was the standard? Man. Was it a 10% tip?
Yeah,
back then,
10 to 15%.
10 to 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
But back then, we had this thing, we still got gratuity where parties of 8 or more, you would automatically get gratuity on that. And it was like 15% or so. But the thing about gratuity is a lot of servers became lazy because it was just automatic. And then your service could diminish. And then people like, why am I tipping? And I'm not getting the service. Yeah. So we went away with gratuity, and that was kind of like industry-wide, and people had to really earn their keep as servers. So it made you step up your game very quickly.
That's interesting.
Yes, ma'am.
That's interesting. And I've always been very, and you can tell me if this is true or not, because you've been in this industry.
Okay.
And this is something in the church we kind of heard, I don't know, I'm wanting to say it's been 20 years ago now because time flies. But we got to hearing rumors that servers didn't like Sunday because church people weren't good tippers. Was that the truth?
Oh, it's a saying in the industry.
So that's true? Is
well,
that still true? I hope not.
I don't think so much anymore.
Yeah.
But that was a stigma.
And how?
It's like we used to say, they didn't gave all their money to God.
Yeah, I guess so. But that's a shame.
Yeah,
I mean, because we're trying to share the love of Jesus with people, and a lot of the folks that are out there, waiting tables and serving, like you said, they're people in school. They're trying to build their life. Maybe they're single parents, just working, trying to make ends meet, working extra jobs. These are people that 9 times out of 10 are hard workers.
Absolutely,
I see.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm one of these people. If I can't afford to go out and tip like I'm supposed to, then I don't go out to eat.
Right.
It's part of what I assume. I'm okay, I'm going to budget for it. If I'm going picking up or something like that, if I'm driving through, that kind of bugs me now.
Oh yeah.
When people that are just handing me my food want to tip.
Right.
What's with
like
that?
To go or something like that.
What's with that?
Right.
And I don't mean to get off on this, but because you've been in it so long, I'm real curious about that as a consumer.
Right. That shifted too. People expect, to get tipped on, putting ketchup in the bag for you. But what you just said was interesting. I look at it from a different perspective because I've learned some people just don't have it. One of the greatest tip lessons of my life, and I used to be a server. I thought I was great, thought I was good. And there was a mom and her daughter, they were coming to my restaurant. They ate, and they had everything, appetizers, drinks, dessert. They did it up. Yeah. And at the end, the lady just gave me her change, and she said, have a great day. And I'm thinking like, wow, and I had the audacity to go back and give the lady her change, and she pulled me over to the side. Yeah. She said, this is my mom. The doctors told her 6 months ago that she only had a certain amount of time to live. Wow. And this is all I got. But I want to take my mom to this establishment because this is where she said she wanted to eat. Yeah. And I felt so bad. But it's like, they did all they could do. Yeah. And that's how you got to look at it as a server. If you're a great server in this industry, you're going to make money. You got to take the good with the bad. Some people really don't have it. Some moms are celebrating their birthdays with their children, and that all they have is the meal. Yeah. So you just pay it forward. Wow.
What
and
a great attitude.
I had to learn that the hard way, and that was a humbling experience, but I took that with me.
Well, that's so beautiful. And see, I love sitting here and talk. Everybody's like, we're going to talk for 30 minutes. It's like, I want to get to know you. So you went from serving what transpired to allow you to open up All Seasons? Talk to me about that journey. How did that happen, and where are you located? Let's tell everybody about it and where they need to go to find you.
Absolutely. Well, we're located at 532 Raymondhurst Parkway. If anybody knows, it's a new Goodwill that's out in White House, Tennessee. Okay. It's in that same lot as H&R Block, right on the corner of 31W and Raymondhurst. Come out, have a good time. The thing that inspired All Seasons, it was heaven sent. It's a gentleman by the name of Andy Rutherford. He actually runs the Colorado Grill.
Oh yes,
everybody knows Andy, yes. Right. And I knew Andy from previous concept we worked in. It's a funny story. I was a server back then, and he was actually my service manager, and he was trying to become a GM. And he said, hey, man, if you just help me pass this GM test. He was like, I'm too honest to answer these questions. I'm in school or whatever, trying to go on to my junior year. So I helped him, and he passed that test, and he became my GM, and then we kind of parted ways, but Andy never forgot about that. I lost my granny a few years ago. And one thing that she used to always tell me is, if you want to be successful in life, you got to make it through all seasons, the good, the bad, the ugly. Andy gave me a call. I actually worked for him at the Colorado Grill for a few years. Then I went on to another concept. But he gave me a call one day out the blue. And he said, man, it is time for you to change your life. Now, I was making pretty decent money, right? But he said, hey man, it is time for you to change your life. Yeah, he said, I'll never forget, you helped me become where I'm at, and you know what, it's time for me to pay it forward. He's like, I believe in you, you got it. I'm not gonna give you the answers, you're gonna have to figure this thing out. And he was like, the first thing you got to do is think about your concept, come up with a business plan, you name it. And All Seasons just stuck.
Well, yeah.
It rained.
Granny gave you that.
Yeah, she gave me the name. So, I mean, the meaning, I looked at White House, did a little research or whatever, and I said, you know what, a great family-oriented sports grill would be cool. Yeah. And we come from a lot of good food and good flavor, so we're going to have some good seasoning in our food.
That's just spicy.
Oh
man.
Yeah, no, not spicy, but just good. And then we're gonna cater to the sports in our community, give back to the high school students and everything like that. And so I'm like, okay, this got a threefold meaning, All Seasons, and that's the name. So we just took off and we ran with it.
So do you honor your local sports teams there in all seasons?
Absolutely.
You know, because it's so funny that because I was like this morning, I don't know, for some reason I changed into my little cozy shirt. This is from the Night Owl up in Michigan.
Right.
They do too.
Oh, yeah.
My husband's picture is on the wall of this restaurant because he was a local sports guy.
Yes, ma'am.
And I mean, and this is he graduated in 82 and was a college athlete and all that. And so the students that go on to play college ball, they put their picture up. And so my husband's picture is still on the wall of this restaurant.
That is awesome.
And that's the same kind of concept you've got going there.
Yeah, so you got to come out.
Yeah.
You got to come out, yeah.
For sure.
Yes,
I kind of feel like y'all are like the night owl here that I've got on today. That's really kind of funny.
Yeah.
My husband's going to get a big kick out of this. He'll be like, we're going to all seasons. I got to see this.
Oh, yeah.
Because he loves that. And I love that you're bringing those bringing the kids' stories in and stuff like that.
It's
that is
very,
so cool.
very important
So cool.
to give back to the community.
Yeah.
And I love, just being in the industry. I like to hire athletes.
Yeah.
They're away from their parents a lot, but those coaches and the teachers, they instill a discipline in them that average kid does not have.
Work ethic.
Early, So when they come to work at any location, they already have that bit of an edge, that work ethic, the mannerisms, and they want to do a great job. So I hire athletes, but I also give back to them as well. So it's a good thing.
I love that. So talk to me. You've told us your location. Tell them again what the location is, and talk to me about your hours of operation, and then we'll go from there. So give it to us here.
Yes, ma'am. We are at 532 Raymond Hurst Parkway, White House, Tennessee, 37188. We're open 7 days a week. We open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. through 9 p.m. on Sundays.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys are there and you are open all
Absolutely.
the time. Bless your heart. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah. And we got an awesome team. We also serve brunch on Friday through Sunday.
Okay.
11 to 2 on Friday, 10 to 2 on Saturday and Sundays.
Okay. If I come up there for Sunday brunch after church, talk to me. What should I get? Or what's your specialty?
Sunday brunch is good. Personally, I like steak and eggs, so we got this big boy breakfast. It's a ribeye steak. You get your eggs. Our slogan is "You make the call." So we got a lot of things on our menu called "You make the call." So you make the call on your eggs, however you want them cooked. Got some brunch potatoes that come with it with a side of toast. You'll want to go home and take a nap and wake up.
You said big boy breakfast.
The big boy breakfast.
My husband is
ma'am.
6'8".
Oh,
so
yeah.
He's a big, my whole family. I'm the petite one. You
wow, okay.
Okay. I have 4 boys.
Okay.
And the smallest are my twins that are 6'3".
Wow.
So, and then I have 6'7" and a 6'9", and then my husband's actually shrunk a little. He's about 6'7" now.
Right, okay.
Yeah, we're big boy. That's what I am. I have a family full of big boys.
All right.
So, my goodness. Oh, it sounds wonderful.
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
do you have a favorite? I always like to ask restaurateurs, do you have a favorite thing on the menu, or is that like asking about a favorite child? Do you have a favorite?
Well, it depends on the day of the week,
Okay, okay.
But yes, I love our Hawaiian ribeye. It's marinated, ginger, spices, pineapple juice.
That sounds so
It
good.
is delicious, and it's cooked to perfection with the pineapple on top. For appetizers, I'm stuck between our Southern Cajun tomatoes, shrimp and tomatoes.
Ooh.
Very, very good. And our bases loaded twisters. Now it's just like a loaded baked potato, but it comes on twisters. These fat, tangly potato wedges.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Oh, that sounds.
And the great thing about the bases loaded is you can add any protein that you want to them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So now I'm somebody. Now you're a grill. And I am not somebody that eats a ton of meat, okay?
Okay.
So I really love grilled veggies. Do you have anything for me?
Absolutely.
What you
Yes,
got?
ma'am. So we got our veggie tacos in there. So the veggie tacos, you got broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and it's drizzled with this balsamic vinaigrette.
Yeah, okay.
And it's on a corn tortilla, just in case you was gluten-free or whatever.
Yeah.
We also have our mushroom cap. It's nice size mushroom cap, portobello cap. We couple that on a bed of lettuce with some nice fat tomatoes, and it's with this. It comes with this aioli. This avocado aioli is really, really
I eat
good.
avocado pretty much every day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a
There you
big
go.
avocado person, yeah.
And then we got that primavera pasta. The primavera pasta, it doesn't come with meat
Well, see,
unless you want to
I
add it on there.
I eat chicken and
Oh, yeah.
I eat meat. I just don't eat a lot of it.
Not a lot of
you
it.
know, Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got you
I'm
covered.
My daddy was a hog farmer. Okay?
Right,
I will
okay.
never be a vegetarian.
Right.
But I just don't eat a lot of it. And
Right.
but I do have a son that's a vegetarian. All them
Gotcha.
big boys, I got one that's a vegetarian.
Yes, ma'am.
And he would love the sound of that veggie taco. I know
yeah.
that would be just. He had that appetizer too, that tomato and shrimp.
That shrimp and tomato.
I forget what they call it when they eat fish, but they don't eat, other.
Yeah,
you know,
me
that's
too.
yeah. I don't know, but it's like he will eat.
I know what you're
fish
talking
and
about.
stuff.
Yes.
So do you do? How are your salads? I'm a big salad person.
Oh man.
He's like, I got you.
No,
salad,
we got you on the salad tip. We got an all season salad. You know, the all season salad.
That's good.
It's a healthy salad. You got we got some pickled beets on there. A lot of people want pickled beets. No, it's delicious.
Yeah, are you sure?
You know,
'Cause my husband be getting my pickled beets.
I'm
not
telling
a pickled
you.
beet person, but
Hey,
you trust me.
come
Okay,
on out. You know.
I gotta try them.
We got almonds on there, mandarin oranges, top with goat cheese, and if you do like that protein, you can get some protein on there as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot. That's a fan favorite.
Oh yeah, that sounds
That
great.
all-season
And it
salad.
does cover all seasons. I
Yes,
love that.
ma'am.
You got everything represented.
There you go.
Man, this sounds great. Now you've been at it for. You say you started in 2024.
Yes, I started. We started all seasons in 2024. I've been in the restaurant industry since I was 17.
Wow.
Yeah, so a little bit over 25 years, and just learning, every day is new. And you can get humbled very quickly. You can't beat your chest. One thing I've learned in life is, you're always the vessel for the gift. You're not the gift, and that keeps you humble. So our thing is helping somebody. And if you're not helping somebody, you're helping somebody help somebody.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Paying it forward. Well, like you
That's
said,
it.
Your friend and what he did. And I just love that story.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, just so, kind of circle back to that because you said he reached out to you. He saw an opportunity. What was it why did he reach out and encourage you? Or was it just, hey, you need to do something, it's time to step out? Or did he see something as like, I see a place that you could get? Was that part of it? Or he was just saying, I just need to pour into you encouragement?
I think it was a little bit of everything you just said. Like I said, I've known Andy as long as I've been in the industry pretty much, and I even worked with him at the Colorado Grill for a few years on 2 different occasions. But even when I worked with him and for him, he even allowed me then, to do some market research on beverages. It was prior to him having a banquet room. Once he got the banquet room acquired, he allowed me to work, get that all up and running. And then there's a few things that Andy did that probably triggered him like, okay, yeah, I'm give this guy opportunity. The first thing he did was allow me to help him become a general manager. But it's another part of that story. He actually fired me as a server because, again, I was in college and high school. I mean, not high school, but you've been in college. You know what it's all about.
Oh, yeah. I got stories, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I got another opportunity, and it was right before COVID. Okay. And nobody knew that the government was going to shut down and stuff like that. But, I gave him a 30-day notice, and I said, hey, man, Anything you need, I got you. And then the government shut down. So I tried to go back and work with him. And back then I was like, dang, he wouldn't let me do it because he had already had somebody in position. And that's just the type of person he is. It's like, I can't tell this person they can't work. Yeah. And he's like, okay. So I worked at an entertainment company, Stars and Strikes. I was promoted very, very quickly because it was COVID, and I had to think of some great ideas, and that was one of the best jobs I've had. But I think he was watching me from a distance and move up quickly in that organization, and I came back with some great ideas and everything like that. But he just stayed close, and we've always been connected. I would do back-to-school drives at Stars and Strikes, trunk or treats for businesses and stuff like that. And these are all ideas that, let's get the community involved. Let's get the kids involved. How many businesses want to be seen that no one knows about? And these are the people that's actually going to support you. Yeah. So I took all of that, to all seasons, and we've ran with that even in the short amount of time. We've had a great turnout and stuff like that. So it's just a blessing to meet people that really has your back and that want to see you do better. And I tell Andy all the time, he's the last of a dying breed. It's very, very difficult to find great leadership and management in this industry, in any industry, Yeah.
That's really cool. And I just love hearing your story. And more and more people just need to get out there and check it out. The fact that you've made it through a couple of years. And that's staying power, because a lot of that first year gets a lot of people from the very get-go. So that's just awesome. I'm so excited for you.
Well, I appreciate that. And I wouldn't be able to do it. White House, I consider it is a great community. Shout out to Mandy. I mean, I've worked with a lot of chambers of commerce, and by far, no shade on anybody, White House Area Chamber of Commerce is probably the best to work with. They will promote, get you out there. But the most important part, like we talked about prior to coming on the air, is surrounding yourself with awesome people.
I love it.
And that's what it's all about.
We've got a few minutes. Is there anything, I need to ask this. Do you have any family recipes that you've kind of had in your pocket that you roll out in your restaurant that are just your special thing, that are kind of a secret family thing? I think we all have those little secret, but are you rolling some things out, maybe like a special dessert or something that was your granny's?
Well,
what have you got like that?
We don't do the dessert thing so much. We have dessert on our menu, but that Hawaiian ribeye that I was talking about, my granny used to make it with sirloin steak.
Okay. Okay.
It was a way for her to marinate and eat good, really, really good. All the recipes, and this is the great kicker. A lot of our dishes, a lot of our sauces, we make them in-house. Yeah. Eric Torres, I call him Chef Eric. We've known each other for a while. But just a great palate for food. We love food. My fiance, she actually came from a concept where it was pasta.
Okay.
So we got some great new menu items, that we actually just rolled out yesterday. So we got the MVP. Okay. That's the most valuable pasta. If you like asparagus, goat cheese, sun-dried tomatoes.
You're
really good stuff.
I love the sound of that.
Yes, ma'am.
I love the sound of that.
That bruschetta mozzarella chicken, house-made bruschetta mozzarella cheese on that 8-ounce breast, Southwest chicken, and we also carry flatbreads and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I'm a big flatbread fan too. That's the thing. It just sounds like it's exactly down my alley. It sounds like a great place. We got to check it out. Well, very cool. Anything else we're missing before we wrap up? So Rose Wooten's here from the library. Love visiting with my friend, Miss Rose. But before we wrap up our time, anything else that we need to know about you?
We believe in quality over quantity. You know, you're going to get an exceptional guest experience every time you walk through our doors. You know, food becomes secondary. Yes, it's going to be good. It's going to be great. But you're going to remember, you're going to want to come back with your family and friends time and time again.
I love it. I love it. Tell them your hours and your location one more time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
532 Raymond Hurst Parkway, White House, Tennessee. Right next to H&R Block. We're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 to 11 on Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Sundays.
Have brunch after church, y'all.
Oh, yeah,
Get
let's
over
brunch
there.
it up. You make
Brunch
the
it up.
call.
I love it. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
God bless you. Come back and
too.
let me know how you're doing, baby,
And I
okay?
can't wait to see you, all right?
Absolutely. We'll come by. We'll
Yes,
get
ma'am.
by there. God bless you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Dante.
Thank you so much.
Safe travels and watch out for the snow this weekend that's coming. Yeah. God bless you, friend. And as he makes his way out, Rose will be making her way in, and we're going to talk about Barry and Rebecca Richards with Exit Prime Realty. Come on in here, Rose, and sit down while we talk about Barry and Rebecca, our longest-running full-time sponsors, dear friends of the program, best friends of the program, and they have been with us for so long. And there's just, what do you say about a couple that, when it comes to real estate, they just want you to have what you need? And that's the bottom line. So if you come up and you're wanting to sell property and maybe you've got dollar signs that aren't practical, they're going to help you with a free market analysis to say, this is not what you can expect. So do you still want to sell, whether it's going to benefit them or not? They want to make sure whatever you're doing is going to benefit you. Same thing when it comes to buying property. How much can you qualify for? You may have this vision of what you're going to be able to obtain, and they're going to sit you down and say, you got to come back down to earth. This is what you're going to qualify for. You maybe can't qualify in this neighborhood for what you want, but up the road a little ways, maybe you can, or even across the state line in Kentucky. Now, the laws in Kentucky have changed, and not everybody can broker deals in Kentucky anymore, but Rebecca's broker can. She has her broker over in the White House community. Her agency office is in the White House community. Barry has a brokerage office here in Springfield, but he's not her broker. So, but they've got a broker up in White House that works with Rebecca, that can broker deals in Kentucky. I've got a friend of mine that lives in Kentucky. They save on the food tax. Yes, thank you, Rose. Yeah. Food tax. I was looking at I don't know where I was shopping the other day, and I was looking at the tax bill, and I was like, good land. And I mean, it's
consumption tax. Yeah. Will take care of our
exactly. But now I am a school teacher, so we need your tax dollars. But what I'm saying, the bottom line is the bottom line. What can you afford? And so they save money being up across the state line in Kentucky, but she works here, and so it balances out. So they're gonna make sure that you're getting what you need, not what's best for them. They are great realtors. They've been at this a long time. Rebecca, one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist. Barry came out of a marketing background. I mean, having a marketer on your team when you're selling property, videography, photography, drone footage, walkthrough tours, you get the whole package with them, and they would love to work with you. They are Exit Prime Realty, a new branch in the Exit tree a few years ago. They're coming up on the 3rd-year anniversary for Exit Prime Realty. They've been 30 years in Cross Plains, so they're here in Robertson County. They specialize in Robertson County properties, but they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky because, like myself, they originated in Kentucky. Connect with them at sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy.robertsoncounty.com. Or you can give them a call, 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425, or Barry's number is 7424. And just Google them. They've just, they put up a new listing in Franklin, Kentucky that's coming soon on their page. You need to go and check their pages out, social media pages, their web pages, all the things to stay up to date on everything they have going on. And let them know U-Turn sent you. Rose Wooten, my goodness, when pull that microphone right to your mouth there.
Okay, got it.
When Lee Marie said, you want me to get Rose? I'm like, yes. I've been wanting to get Rose back in here ever since that day I double booked, and you were so gracious. I can't remember now who it was that was coming in, but I was like, that is just that just makes me feel awful because I'm such a scatterbrain, and I'm doing better. And I don't think I've done that in a long time, but you were so gracious. I love talking to you, but we were double booked, and I just made the biggest mistake. But thank you.
It does not bother me.
Well, I know it doesn't, but you're so sweet and so gracious and so much fun. And at the library, y'all had a turtle that had a birthday the other day. I heard, who was it? Buzzy Poole came in here and was telling me about the turtle's birthday. And he goes, I didn't know the library had a turtle. And I'm like, I didn't either.
Buzzy and I went through the police academy together.
Oh, fun.
Police academy together. Yeah. So it was great that he was able to come to, it was Dewey's 16th birthday.
Fun.
So yes, and catch up.
I love it. I am so sad. Chief Head called my husband and I. He's like, you and Mark need to come into the police academy thing this fall, and invited us to do it. But my son got married this fall, and I was like, I cannot do it right now. We're planning on doing it next fall. But I'm so bummed I missed it. You and Buzzy both were in there. We'd had a ball.
Yes,
my goodness, we'd had so much fun.
It was really educational. I mean, I cannot say anything that other people haven't already said about how wonderful it is. I mean, it was really wonderful.
We're talking the Citizens Police Academy is something you can sign up for. You can send a request and you'll learn about our police force. This is something that the city police does here in Springfield, and I've heard nothing but just glowing reports about it.
Exactly.
It's just so much fun. And I hear you eat good too. That's what Chief Ed was like. LaVern, man, you just can't believe the food. And I'm like, well, that's not what I need to hear because we're trying to lose weight for a wedding. We're trying to look good in the wedding pics. So I don't need to hear that right now. But I do want to do that. I think it'd be great.
Yes, I mean, I think it helps you understand the community a little bit better and to see their goals and initiatives and what they're really working hard at. Right. And these friends are so understanding, and they've got their thumb on the community. And I just, like I said, their understanding of everything and what they go through is just, we kind of all have that understanding of a police position, but there's, so
much more to it. So much more to it.
So much.
Well, that's very cool. But Buzzy, he was telling me about the turtle and all the things that I didn't know that the library had. That is definitely one of them. So what else is going on in the library that I might not even be aware of?
Well, first of all, we have a Pinewood Derby race coming up this Thursday.
Oh,
this Thursday at we'll register cars. Now, you don't. We gave away 75 cars. Our sponsors are Albert Fuquay purchases the awards. It's the trophies and the medallions. And the Friends of the Library purchase about 75 cars. Excuse me. And they were pre-cut cars, and so a lot of times is
in case you need it.
Yeah. So we went ahead and we have creation days and things that I can do to help you put the car together. So it's a great little family event. But this Thursday, you can register your car about 4:30 to 6 p.m. At 6 p.m., we're really hoping to have all the cars in their spot with their name and their number on the back of the car. And then my husband does it's Clint Wooten with this and that here and there. And he will be in there with his 50-foot track. And we race them, and we have 3 categories. We have kids, teens, and adults. Awesome. So it really is great. Like I said, it's a family event. You can come and just watch, or you can come and just we do have best design on each category, the 3 categories.
Run on that microphone for me.
So the 3 categories, so we could always use extra voters on that. But it really is a lot of fun.
It does sound fun. And tell me the time on that again.
Okay, we register up to 6 p.m. Registration means I weigh your car, make sure you're under 5 ounces, and then I put a sticker on the back with your name attached to it. And then when that car runs, it's going to have that number come up along with your name.
Okay.
So it will go ahead. That's at 6 p.m. We race from 6 to 7 p.m. And then we will do awards right afterwards.
Okay, that's so much fun.
And it's this Thursday at the 22nd of January.
What age kids are going to be involved in this? Is there an age requirement on it? Do you have like age categories, or how's that work?
Yes, 12 and under are going to be racing together.
Okay.
And then 13 to 17, 18, it's going to be racing together. And then adults will be racing together.
Also, some adults are doing
So
it too.
adults can do it also.
how
And so some
funny.
people will grab out their old cars that they had from Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts,
Yeah.
whatever, or if they've done it at a different time. Some of them grab out their old cars, and it's really a lot of fun. It's great information because we talk about like gravity. It's 100% gravity fed, so there isn't any engine involved in this. So it's a great learning of physics.
Okay, interesting. And they all have to weigh no more than, or can they weigh less? Or they've got to weigh.
They can weigh less, but I'll say this: when you hit close to 5, it makes it consistently. It races better. When it's really light, it'll kind of slowly creep past the sensor. The time that you're really wanting is 3 seconds and under to go through from when he drops the gate to the sensor.
Okay.
You want about 3 seconds. And we usually will test it, make sure they're not dragging, because the weights do not want to be underneath the car. It kind of wants to be on the top or in the back, partial.
And I'm sure there's a lot of theory that goes into where they should put those weights and things like that. Is like, this is the best place and all that.
Yes, we do talk about that at the library and those creation days as the best place. We call it the sweet spot to put the weights.
Yeah.
We also talk about the axles are just nails. That's all they are. They're just nails that push the wheels in. But we polish the axles by putting sandpaper on them and smoothing them off. Even though your finger may not feel a burr, it can stop it.
Yeah.
Slowly. So when you polish your axles and then you put the graphite on it, it goes faster. It does.
Okay.
And it's all about wind resistance. So if you're going to be adding a little Barbie doll on the top, like a little miniature figurine of some sort, whether it be Sonic, whatever, when you add that in, it does take away from the draft of the.
Okay, so it's like if you style, you will pay for style.
You will pay for style.
I love it.
You will pay for style. Glitter does not bother, and we've seen lots of glitter, but there's some really great designs, and kids are able to go ahead and just really show out what they want, and then it shows what they like, and it's absolute. I'll just say this. It's meant to be a family fun event, and it truly is. Yes, they get competitive. Yes, they scream and holler.
Yeah.
There might be a little crying involved if they don't win.
If they don't win, that's just part of it. They get their hopes up. But that sounds like so much fun. And that's Thursday coming up. What else have you got going on at the library?
Well, we do our normal on Mondays, we do our exercise and movement. We do in the afternoons, we have teen. So we have 3 programmers.
Okay.
There's myself, who tends to do the younger ones, along with adults. We do, we have Callie Vaden, which is our teen coordinator. She's always upstairs every 3:30 every single day, Monday through Friday, is doing her little activities. And then we have Keisha Gardner. And Keisha is our preteen suite, and she does our Friday programming. So our goal is to make certain that we have something every 3 hours at the library, every 2 to 3 hours. So it's not so much what are you doing, it's seeing what hour or what hits your desire. So that's what and it's always education. And then you add in people like, we have Debbie Liner upstairs, and she teaches the kids computers, or the adults computers. So she has computer classes. So we throw in computer classes, and then we throw in, like if we have 3D printing, we can have 3D printing, we can do all this stuff. So it's not so much, what do you got going on at the library? It's, let's look at the calendar, let's see what I like to do, what age group. Like, you and I are not going to go ahead and you like bingo, or it's an educational bingo, but you may, or a little exercise in motion with the little kids, because you have grandkids.
Yeah.
But you will not want the after school, Crafternooner maybe,
Yeah.
because they're too young for that.
Yeah.
But the Crafternooners and stuff like that, we try to hit every 2 to 3 hours of something that would pique your interest, or help you learn.
So to participate in this, do you have to pre-register, or can you just walk in and say, hey, what's going on?
You do not have to pre-register. There's only one item on our curriculum. I always call it a curriculum, but there's only one item that you have to pre-register, and that's because it's 12 weeks long. We're going to start it up. Matter of fact, tonight is registration. It is the Spanish adult teens. Teenagers can come in also classes. If you're like homeschooling, or you want to just learn or reinforce your Spanish, we have 3 classes, the low, middle, and high. They're on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m.
Oh, wow.
That's the only one, because once they get started, they use a book, they have a curriculum base, and you'll be lost if you come in 3-4 weeks and just say, hey, I want to start joining. Everybody else is going to be so far ahead of you that you're like, yeah.
That's something my husband and I both would love to do, because we go to Mexico on mission work, and we're getting ready to go to Mexico we're going back down to where we do our mission work.
Do you do it in Honduras, or where?
No, we go down to the Baja Peninsula.
Okay.
We're in Baja, in El Rosario, and but we're going down there just for fun at spring break.
Right.
But I have just one of my best friends down there that just stays right here with me, that interprets, my friend Ilda, and so I'm spoiled. I've always got Ilda with me, so that keeps me from having to learn. But I want to learn so badly, and I know a few words, a few phrases, and things like that, and that's just it. I would really benefit from this. And so it goes like every 12 weeks, or you're starting tonight and it'll go for 12 weeks. So
yes,
what's the structure? Like, when would the next one be? Because I'm a little push for time right now, but.
Okay. So, it usually is in the spring and in the fall. We do not do it in the summer. Okay. Norma Dutton is ahead of it with the Harvest organization. It's
through the church.
Through the church, the Baptist
church, yeah.
And what it is you come in at 6 o'clock and you'll register tonight. You start classes next week, and then they'll go until May, the first weekend in May. Okay. And it's every single week, except for they follow a school calendar.
So they won't be doing it spring break.
They will not do it spring break. And like if the schools are out for snow and ice, they call it too. The library may be open, because we don't always follow that. Like the schools will be closed, but you can always still come to the library. But they do follow it. If there isn't any school, then they're not in session. Okay. And it kind of pushes them back a little bit later in May. It leaves them a little bit extra wiggle room. But so they'll go into May, and then they break until August. And then the 13th of August, or the end of August, like the 3rd or 4th week of August, they'll start up again, and then they go all the way to December. Okay. But I cannot say enough good things about them. Yeah. A lot of times you'll start on the low class, and they give you the vocabulary that's going to help you, and along with the words. The goal is 100%. They're wanting you to be communicative. They want you to be able to speak and communicate with other ones. So they'll talk about not only vocabulary that different areas will use, but it's more of they're wanting to bridge that gap in between our community. And, we have a high Spanish-speaking population. Yeah, we do. So we really want to bridge that gap. And if you're working with them, or you work in a position, I find that it's so useful, even when they're asking for books. They want a book in English. Mm-hmm. And sometimes their parent will ask, their child wants this, or they want to get a library card. They don't need a library card per se to go to and nobody needs a library card to go to the events. However, we have a lot, the Library of Things, all the other things that check out. If you want to take anything out our door, you need a library card. Right. And it's just so helpful, useful for learning and just supplementing, so you don't have to buy something for, that you use once, or twice. Right. So the library card, having them understand the library card and how it works.
Okay. So are you bilingual?
Un poco.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So just a little bit.
We do a bilingual story time, and Swady is one of our staff members, and she is bilingual, and she'll help me read. We had Lenny for a while. She actually got a job, so we are moving away. But I can read a little bit, but I love the way that they explain on Tuesdays. It's a story, but then we talk about it in English and use like picture clues, and we talk about this word and what that word, and you should be able to hear this word, and it helps them kind of like, understand it. So, yes.
Well, it's like I have so many students that are Spanish speaking, and I've got, we encourage them, of course, to learn English because it helps them navigate the waters and all those things. But man, we need to be, I really regret not spending time in a foreign language. I have a friend of mine in Ukraine. I think she speaks like 4 or 5 languages. And in the European countries, they put much more emphasis on learning other languages than we do. And I don't know why. Of course, now they do, but my generation did not. And so I really, I want to learn. I've got a lot of Arabic speaking friends that, you talk about, do we have many Arabic speakers here now? Because the Egyptian population has exploded in Nashville, and they've moved more out to the east, Mount Juliet, Lebanon, out toward Murfreesboro, up in that area. So, but I've seen a few in this area. Do you get many Arabic speakers that come into the library?
We have roughly 3 families that come in on a regular basis.
Okay.
And they do. The 3 families that come in on a regular basis. But when I do bilingual story time, sometimes I will get other people that read books, whether it be Polish, because we do have a Polish speaker, and we have South Korean, and
I've met some of the South Korean families,
and also Japanese.
And we have Ukraine.
And Ukraine.
Yes, we have Ukraine now.
Yes, and we have Ukraine now. So, I mean, I will say our collection of books, we tend to go feature more Spanish.
Because that's...
And the Spanish speakers, they want to read more English, and they do want to read English, but I also encourage them to read both some Spanish books, because they do not want to...
They don't want to lose their first language.
They don't want to lose their first language. And you are absolutely correct that when I say people are bilingual overseas, they will, if you catch a child before the age of 10, it is a natural speaking. It does not confuse them at all. It goes straight in and straight out. But like you and I, when we're learning Spanish or another language, it has to bounce around a few times in the translation process and then out. So it's harder for us to, because sometimes, and if the older you get, we may lose the bouncing. We'll go, whoa, squirrel. And you'll lose it in the translation process. But I'll say, if you can catch your friends at under 10, so that's why I really encourage these Spanish speakers to read Spanish also, so not only can they read it, write it, they can speak it, but they can read it and write it. Because it's funny when you get kids in Spanish class, and they're like, well, you're a Spanish person in Spanish class. That's not fair. They're like, I can't read Spanish. I can't write Spanish. And there's a
lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
And and I talk to them, I work with a lot of newcomers, and I talk to them about not losing their first language, because they lose the ability to communicate with their people back home, their families back home. They can't talk to grandma and grandpa on a Zoom call without a translator. And so some families have been really good at keeping the first language for their kiddos, and some not so much. It's like, I can't imagine how hard it is. I talk to my Spanish speaking kids all the time. I'm like, man, God bless you, because how hard I can't imagine. I spend enough time in Mexico. I can't imagine going down there and trying to be in school and speak Spanish and take a test and all I just can't even imagine what they're trying to do. So I think that's great that you're doing the Spanish class.
Yes, that is truly and sincerely the only class that we require you to register for. Like even bingo, people ask us, do you have to sign up for bingo for the kiddos? No.
Just come in.
Just come in.
Get some extra cards out. Yeah.
Get some extra cards out. I'll say this, bingo for kids. Our sponsor is the Closet, which is TN Kids and and the Closet.
Yeah.
Miss Ashley sets me up with, we cannot do our job at the library without all of our sponsors. I cannot say enough about them, but the Closet allows us to do several things in the library that benefit our community. One, we do adult bingo, which means we have a public speaker coming in and they will talk about their organization that may help them, adults, something they didn't know before, or scam of the month, kind of give them a heads up, hey, this scam is going around type thing.
Okay.
And then we also, with the kids, we do sight word bingo, or we'll do homophones, so it helps them with their curriculum. I take it straight from, when I make these bingo sheets, I take it straight from the state standards.
Oh, okay.
So but the prizes on the table are from the Closet. And what it is Walmart's will go ahead and give them stuff that's been like clearanced out or returned, and whatever, for whatever reason.
Good prizes.
Or people, great prizes. And it allows families to have like items from there. So I could not do my bingo every month. It's once a month, but I could not do it without the Closet. And then people donate prizes. They're like, hey, I've got this brand new thing. I really haven't used it. Hey, would you want it for a bingo prize? Perfect. Another thing is that the Closet helps us kind of reinforcing everything we do. All three of us, whether it's Callie, Keisha, or I, we go ahead and we look at that curriculum, we talk to our teachers, and we think, okay, what are they struggling in? Numbers.
Oh, yeah.
They said that sometimes numbers 1 to 100, the recognition of those numbers. So we put bingo cards on our children's desk, and there's numbers all over by the books. And then they grab the numbers, they physically pick them up, they put them on the card, and when they get bingo, they can come over to our treasure box.
Okay.
Again, that is reinforcing. So even our story times, our activities, our centers, it's all reinforcing things to help our teachers. Because they just need, like when we have snow days or this or that, and you can come hang out for free. There's not a, even if there's not even an activity, they could go ahead and they allow them to go into the different centers to play or do the bingo cards. Things that are educational, it gets them away from that TV.
Yeah.
In the video games.
Yeah.
And they have to communicate, and they can play games. We leave out chess, checkers all the time. You can grab chutes and ladders. You can grab whatever. I mean, and
you've got friends to play with too. I mean, that's the thing. So many kids that just, maybe you get tired of your siblings or you don't have siblings. One of my daughter-in-laws is an only child, and she's a librarian.
Oh,
she's a librarian. One of my girls is a librarian, but she's an only child, and so I can't imagine what life was like. Of course, now they've only got one son right now, but and so she's at the library all the time, of course. But
right.
We're going to be out of time here real quickly, Rose. Okay. Before we go, remind people about the events that you can, like going fishing and going to the museums. What do you call those things?
They're called the Library of Things.
And I love this about y'all. It's just the coolest thing ever.
So, again, it goes back to our goal is to help people learn and to make it inexpensive. So, like, if you want to try fishing, we have fishing poles. You just go ahead and check out the fishing poles and the tackle box, and then you can go try fishing with your son or daughter, or try fishing yourself, and then bring it back. It's 2-week checkout. We have different backpacks that you may want to go ahead. You want to try quilting, wood burning. You might try it. Just a range. In the children's area, we have different themes like oceans, we have reptiles, we have endangered animals. And what it will be is like stuffed animals with books, crafts, all that you're learning. Bats, how to make yourself a bat house, and the importance of bats. So again, it goes back to the curriculum of learning different things. It didn't cost you anything because you checked out these backpacks for 2 weeks.
Very cool.
We also have the museum. So say it's a winter day, it's cold like today, and you want to go somewhere and you just don't want to pay. Come to the library, check out like the Frist Museum or the Music Hall of Fame and have them walk, or you could check out Lane Motors. And what it is it'll give you the badge. When you check out the backpack, you bring it to the front desk. The front desk will check it out to you, but then they hand you a lanyard. And on the lanyard is the membership that allows you 2 adults, 6 kids. So you can go to these different things. We have the Railroad Museum. We have, so some of the things.
See, that's so cool. And 2 adults and 6 kids. Oh my goodness, that's fabulous.
So it allows you to not only just stay right here, it can get you out and about. And on these cold days, we're just trying to give you some other opportunities. So when I hear, hey, we don't have anything in this county.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
So
Then you're not looking at the calendars around. Our community does a lot. As far as individuals and supporting our families. There's a lot going on. But yes, these library of things, you can learn different things. You can go different places, all for free.
Yeah, I love it.
You do need a library card without, you know, but it's absolutely one of the best programs for learning.
You can check out the routers too for internet, right?
Yes.
How many of those do y'all have? And we're out of time. It's already 8:01, but
Okay.
there's so much at the library to talk about.
Hotspots, yes.
Hotspots,
Yes, you have the hotspots, and people say, well, I have unlimited data. I'll say this real quick. If you are going on a trip, I love to take the hotspot with me because if you've got 2 kids in the back, they could be streaming consistently on this hotspot going down the interstate, and you are sitting with your phone and it is not dragging your phone or locking your phone up because they're using your hotspot. Well, like I said,
Huge.
it's huge. I want my GPS, and I don't want my GPS to lock up. And if I'm using hotspots off of it, it either drains my battery or locks me up and kicks me off sometimes. And so these hotspots, whether you have unlimited data or not, sometimes these hotspots are just so handy.
You better believe it. So much at the library. Tell them the hours of the library as we go. Rose Wooten with the library. Tell them what hours you're open.
We're open 7 days a week. So that's what most people don't realize. We are open 7 days a week. 9 to 5 is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays are our late nights. We're open till 8 p.m., 9 to 8 p.m. And that's when we do a lot of evening activities for our families that they work Monday, they work late. So we do always on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then Sunday is 2:30 to 5.
I love it. Every day you can get by there, get by the library and find something wonderful that you didn't know existed. It's so good. So good to see you, Rose. Thank you so much. And we do need to wrap it up, but I got to tell you, Lee Marie is inviting you to come out and warm up with Cindy Norton total workout class today at 10:15.
Yes.
And then line dancing and fun. She just has so much fun. She got that at 11 a.m. at Well in the Square inside Crossroads Christian. So go by and see her. And tomorrow, guys, join me because I'm going to introduce you to my friend Diana Rodriguez, who is just got such an amazing story. She does mission work. She has a mission point down in Mexico. I met her through our missions committee at Madison Church of Christ, and I really want to introduce y'all to Diana. She's going to be in here tomorrow, and then we'll also check in with Ryan Martin. They'll have the mayor and alderman meeting tonight, and he'll be in to tell you all about that tomorrow. So I hope you'll join us here on 1100 WSGI. Thank you, Rose.
Thank you.
God bless y'all. Have a wonderful, hopefully warm day. God bless.
They shall mount up with wings as eagles.